Fortnite Season 4 Chapter 5 has countless Easter eggs I guarantee you missed, including the return of Sloan and her secret identity, upcoming mythics, and hidden free rewards, not even including the 5 subscribers I gift every single day who drop a like, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment with their epic ID. The support on my videos since my return has been crazy, and a massive thank you to everyone who takes 2 seconds to type Doom in their Fortnite item shop today when they log on. I seriously appreciate it. So jumping into number 1, how many of you guys have seen the face behind the mask of Dr. Doom? This is especially interesting because the Dr. Doom skin from Chapter 2 Season 4 also had a face behind the mask, but you can see here that he had a bunch of scars on his face. So I'm not sure if that means he's healed now, or this is a younger version of Doom, or this is just a variant from a whole different universe. But either way, it is fascinating to look all the way back in Chapter 3 Season 2 in the Marvel Zero War comics and see that Dr. Doom warned us about his return when he said that it is possible to engineer the perfect society, and that goal would be realized someday far from here by Doom. Not only that, but he uses this same exact phrase in this season's voice line where he says,
"I will set this place to order. I will make it perfect."
On top of that, since the Wanderer ended up being Dr. Doom, now I'm wondering if he was also the shapeless man that Riftward and Stellan spoke of, since
he imagined a world of perfect order.
There's a lot more about Doom to talk about, but I also wanted to mention how the Shuri we got in this battle pass is the same one that was in the Marvel Zero War comics too. This is important because Jonesy and Shuri actually started to form a romantic relationship when she suggested to Jones that someday he can ask the 0 Point nicely to send her to him. And it's funny because a leaked version of the original comic shows her kissing him on the cheek in this frame. Now there's no mention of this relationship in game yet technically. I mean, they are together fighting in a loading screen, but if you go up to Jones as Shuri, there is no special dialogue with her, which I would expect there to be. However, if you ask him about the Oracle, he does reference Sloan when he says, "At least this ally isn't going to betray us and try to shoot me, I hope." I have a lot more about Sloan later in this video too, but for number 5, if you make your way to Doom's castle, you'll notice that one of the wolf statues actually has a tennis ball in its mouth, but it actually goes deeper than just a joke because you can find another tennis ball inside Doom's castle, which is perfect because in Season 2 Chapter 5 we had a quest where we had to retrieve a tennis ball for Cerberus, but to this day there is 2 empty spots to put the remaining balls in. Doom really has felt the need to make a mockery of all of his enemies, so it's safe to say we'll have Cerberus on our side in our final battle with Doom. Another funny Easter egg involves Gwenpool, because not only did she copy Deadpool's in-game lobby pose, but did you know she's actually been actively avoiding the Fortnite island for years? Back in September of 2020, there was an extra scene in the X-Men X Factor comic book that shows the X-Men characters being teleported to the Fortnite universe. Someone then asked Gwen where they went, and you can see she seems annoyed and says it's just a tie-in, before they end up getting teleported back. This is obviously just a fun joke about the absurdity of transporting between realities, and for all the people who hate how Fortnite is connected canonically to all these other universes, at least you know you have Gwen on your side now. Now for number 7, this season Fortnite updated the pickaxe Mjolnir to allow Moon Knight to be able to use it. Before, only Thor and Captain America were worthy, but since Mjolnir is made of Uru, which is a metal ore from the first moon in existence that has existed since the beginning of the universe, it makes sense why Moon Knight is now able to use it. And if you were wondering, Captain Jones is not worthy still, despite Steve Rogers giving him his shield himself, so we'll have to wait and see if that changes, because how cool would it be to get a variant of this pickaxe where we could hold Mjolnir and the shield just like Captain America does in the movies. Another cool little detail is the new no silly hat signs you can find at the raft. It specifically shows Magneto's helmet because his helmet is capable of blocking psychic interference, and since Emma Frost has telepathic powers, it makes sense why she wouldn't want anyone having one. Next up for number 9, if you venture into the forest between Rebel's Roost and Doomstat, you'll find a secret shrine Doom has put together for his dead mother Cynthia, which is the same person you'll also see represented in the stained glass in his castle. This was just revealed in the story quest actually, but to give you a little more backstory on Cynthia, basically in the comics, Cynthia sells her soul to Mephisto for magical powers in order to protect Latveria, but Mephisto basically tricks her into killing innocent people, and out of guilt, she ends her own life only to be trapped in Mephisto's underworld realm afterwards. Doom then constantly tries to get Mephisto to release her in the comics, and now it looks like Doom is going to summon Mephisto to the Fortnite map since there are files in the game named Mephisto_Hades. Doom is using this hellish tower area to forge his new armor though, so it's unclear to me whether he's summoning Mephisto on purpose or not. We'll probably get more answers about that as we get closer to Fortnitemares, but it turns out that Doom has his eyes on more than just Pandora's box, because if you go to a surveillance station at Doom's courtyard, you'll find a whiteboard with what looks to be a drawing of the 0 point. He's already got squads of Latverian guards excavating various areas around the map, and while this drawing lines up perfectly with the lake that's in the dead center of the island. There's no squads digging up where the X's are yet, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on this area in future updates. This is where the Doom storyline starts to merge with the Greek god storyline. Although Titan's giant arm on the map has been quiet as of late, he is definitely still dormant under the map, and his chest resembles the 0 point, so Doom might end up accidentally waking him. Even Hope is confirmed to be a descendant of the Greek gods now, because if you talk to the Artemis NPC and ask about Hope and Valyria, she'll say that the story of their lineage is not mine to tell. Suffice to say, every family in the society had their ties to the Pantheon, diluted into myth over eons, fragile as gossamer, and ultimately pointless. Hope will need more than an ancient lineage to recapture this island from Doom. Now, Fortnite doesn't follow exact Greek mythology, so it's hard to tell what Hope's relationship to the gods is, but either way, it's safe to say that they will back her up when she goes to fight Doom at the end of this season. My personal guess is that she represents Pandora from Greek mythology, who was the first human woman crafted by the gods, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, the next question is when Hope's sister Valyria is going to pop up again. It seems like she is working with Dr. Doom because her book can be found at Doom's castle as well as her telescope, and Doom has even started to use the Society's train again. Believe it or not, her connection to Doom actually goes deeper though. In the comic books, Valyria Richards is one of the only people that Dr. Doom actually likes. Dr. Doom helped Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, give birth to Valyria, and from that point forward, he acted as an uncle figure to her. Now, I don't think Valyria Richards would approve of what Doom did to her parents, so I doubt that the Fortnite Valyria is actually Valyria Richards, but there's no way that this shared name was a coincidence. So I'm pretty confident that Fortnite Valyria is working with Doom. Now, I know I'm yapping about a lot of information at once here, so let's do a few simple Easter eggs real quick, starting with this house you can find on the northern part of the map outside the forest. It is nearly identical to the X-Men X-Mansion Airbnb, and since we know Cyclops and the X-Men will be helping us fight against Doom, I would not be surprised if they update this POI during the season to include some X-Men Easter eggs. I'm definitely going to be checking out this house every time an update drops now. It turns out though that the X-Men are already giving us a different Easter egg though, because as soon as you unlock X-Force Pilverine in the Battle Pass, you'll also receive a secret Pilverine banner icon. You can see that it's not actually advertised as a reward here on the Battle Pass, and hey, it's probably the most underwhelming free reward ever, but I thought I would mention it. Some other free rewards we can look forward to are the camo edit style of War Machine that was found in the files, as well as a knight armor style of Dr. Doom that can be seen on one of his posters, as well as a leaked image of the Lego style. I'm kind of disappointed with the War Machine one, I can't lie, but the Dr. Doom variant should look pretty cool. Okay, now that we got some small Easter eggs out of the way, let's talk about Sloan secretly being Ironheart. Now, there's been clear teasers of Sloan's return, including Hope's mural of her on the wall at her house. Then you have Sloan's silhouette appearing on the TV screen in the bunker. And finally, her signature striker burst rifle was added as a weapon this season. So I mean, it's clear as day that they're teasing her return. But then when I saw that the Imagined Order tank was featured in the Cybertruck trailer, I mean, how much more evidence do you really need? So I know it may not seem like it would make sense for Sloan to return in a Marvel themed season, but remember, in the Marvel Zero War comics I was talking about earlier, Doctor Doom was actually a member of the Imagined Order, and he ended up ditching them during that battle in the comics. So Sloan could be looking for revenge. Not only that, but Sloan's backstory is almost identical to Ironheart's, a girl with super genius level of intelligence with a passion for technology. Ironheart was even rescued by Iron Man when she was a kid, so now it's making me think that the secret Iron Man fan basement could be hers, because she actually made her first suit by reverse engineering Iron Man's suit. There's also a computer downstairs with a message that says inaugural meeting of the Tony Stark fan club. Meeting agenda: number 1, arc reactor fan fiction reading. Number 2, discussing Jarvis theories. Number 3, plans to stop Doom. And while personally I don't think they would have this computer here teasing something if they didn't plan to reveal who it belongs to, and everything points to it being Sloan / Ironheart in my opinion. And a crazy Easter egg I haven't seen anyone talk about is the fact that Fortnite might be adding the Renegade Raider to the shop again. Apparently they updated the item shop image to get it ready for it to come to the item shop, so that is absolutely crazy. And when they release this, it might be one of the biggest days in Fortnite item shop history. And well, it looks like Fortnite's gonna need it, because apparently by them not being on iOS or the Apple devices, they've missed out on over $1 billion in revenue. So that is a big price to pay just for not wanting to give Apple their 30%, but I do respect Tim Sweeney for it, because that is really sticking to your morals. And finally guys, I don't know if you noticed, but in the Iron Man room, a lot of the cutouts and the posters are actually of the Mark 50 version, which is like his most recent suit, which obviously isn't the one we had in chapter 2 season 4. And well, if you look at this suit, like the leg armor that has the jetpacks in it actually matches up with the jetpacks that we're gonna get as a mythic item when that Iron Man update comes out. So I'm thinking it's pretty likely that that Iron Man boss and the new skin that we'll get will probably be the Mark 50 suit, which I'm super hyped about, especially after seeing how well they did the Iron Spider skin. And I'm hoping we even get like the spider legs as an actual mythic weapon too, because obviously it would go together perfectly. Well, that does it guys. If you made it this far, comment Midas so I know you did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.